In the last video, we created a job here and we allocated it to Andrew Walker. So far, all we've seen is the dashboard, and in this video, we're going to log in as a driver to the WeDispatch driver app and run through the process from a driver's point of view. And I'm going to leave the dispatch view here so you can see how that affects what the dispatchers will see on the map. So the first thing is that the driver will need to download the WeDispatch driver app. They can either click this button down here, which will allow you to send an SMS to the driver, but when you added them in the first place, they should have received an email, which would have had a link to the app. Or final and last thing that they might do is just go directly to the Apple or Google Play Store or the App Store or the Play Store and just search for it and download it. Once they've got it, they'll need to log in with the credentials that you gave them. They'll be able to change their password themselves from here on in, but you should have given them a password in the first place. So let's log in. Andrew. Okay, once we've signed in, you'll see that there are a couple of things that the app needs in order to function. If the driver doesn't do this, then the app won't work properly. So this should be the first thing you check if you're not seeing them on the map or if they're not getting notifications. So they'll need to click the allow location button and go for always allow. If they click only while using the app, then as soon as they put the app in the background, it'll stop tracking. Allow push notifications means they can actually receive instructions when they've received a job, so they need to accept that as well. And then take me to the app, so we should be all ready to go. Now what you'll see is we've got the job that was assigned down the bottom here. You can see my location through the phone up the top, and the location of the jobs tasks that have been assigned to us, the same way that they look in the map. Before we can start, we'll need to click Available. And you can see in the dispatch portal that we've immediately become available here. We're still not showing up on the map just yet. That's because I haven't really moved. The first time someone logs in, it can take some time for points to start flowing through. We try not to send locations all the time when a driver's not moving, or it drains their battery a little too much. There we go. I'm quite a long way from this job, so this was probably one that I shouldn't have assigned to this particular driver, but that's all right. If we go to the profile here, you'll see email address, name. They can add they can edit their phone number, change their password, and make some choices. If you're in the US, this is probably going to be important for you. You might like to change the units to imperial, which will be miles instead of kilometers. And if you change your navigation app, then when you click on one of the locations, it'll take you to that app instead of Google Maps for navigation purposes. So let's just go out of this. And then we'll go back to the jobs list. If I click on the job name or anywhere here on the job, it'll take me to the job screen. This job is not in progress yet. We actually already missed this job. You will have seen in the last video there was a countdown timer on when it's due. It's 0 minutes, 0 seconds remaining, so we're late, but that's okay. What we want to do now is start the job. So I'm going to swipe this green arrow all the way to the right. You can feel a little click as after you've swiped far enough. And you can see as soon as I've swiped that, I've now got a message. Oops. I've now received a message here, which just says, Brian Jones, your order is on the way. Track it here using spatula. That's the default tracking link that gets sent, and it's currently sent as soon as the job is underway. By default, this is just a plain tracking link with a map with the driver location and the location of the jobs. A lot of this is configurable. We'll look at this in a different video. Let's go back to the driver app for now. So once the job is underway, you then see the swiper turns into the next task. So this is the first task that we actually created before. So this arrive at restaurant, which is the name we gave the task, is the label of the swiper. Once I've arrived at the restaurant, I can do it any time, even though, as you can see, I'm quite a long way from that task. I still can swipe it and say that I'm there anyway, so you just want to keep that in mind. So I'm going to swipe this complete, and you'll see now that task has vanished from the map and vanished from the list, and the top of the list of tasks is now the next task that needs to be done, which is to complete the pickup. We've still got an ETA that shows how far away I am from that pickup, 36 minutes away. And now in the driver app, the swiper has changed to the next task, which is complete the pickup. So once I swipe this one, we've got one more task, which is arrive at the customer and arrive at the customer. As you can see, the only pin remaining on the map now is the customer's pin. Once I swipe this, the job is now complete. The last task is grayed out, so you can use that to see that that's actually already been swiped. The pin's still there on the map because remembering that this last task was arrive at customer, and that's something that people do quite often, so you might still like to see where that job is right up until the point where the driver says it's done. Just before I swipe that done, I'm going to point something out with the colors. You just take note that the driver on the map here, the vehicle is black. That's because I've got a job assigned to me. As soon as I mark this one done, I'll be available again with no jobs, and I'm going to turn green. So take a note of that. And I'm also just going to filter the list to show only online drivers. So that makes the list clean. If those other drivers had already logged in before, their icons would be polluting the map, so this would clean it up. So this is a good way to have it set up for you. Now I'm going to swipe the job completed, and that's going to mark done. All my jobs are completed here now, and so I'm going to go back to being green. In case you were wondering why I just vanished off the map, if a driver stays in one place for too long, in this case I'm just sitting at a table recording this video for you, that is considered offline in the same way as if they've toggled themselves offline. So we've got a timeout that drivers have. The other thing that you can do is quite often you might like to just have a single day so you can see all of the jobs for today regardless of whether they've been finished or not. That way you can see the status straight off. The way we had it before, if you click that, it'll go back to the default view, which is just showing open live jobs that need to be done.